It's always funny hearing people's personal stories about how they even heard of Young Pueblo and how they're connecting with the words. But my attempt is really to just take different things that I'm understanding and bring them through a really powerful minimalistic framework so that I know that we live in a modern time where things are really moving so fast and we have very little time to reach each other and connect with each other. So I was like, okay, what am I learning and how can I put that in as simple of a framework as possible, as few words as possible, and see if it really reaches people? Because it does feel like a time where we're all really growing up. And I knew that, this might be something that other people would be interested in. And at the very least, these are the things that I'm learning. So I would enjoy seeing them in one place. But yeah, it's really just sort of combining intellectual wisdom with minimalism.
And these are a lot of the lessons that you're trying to convey, and the thoughts are things that have been around for thousands of years.
Totally, totally.
And yet you kind of do it in a way that's kind of, it feels like you're on the journey with us, you're learning, it's not preaching. And again, it's on social media. You're very big on Instagram, but it doesn't feel Instagram-y. Sometimes Instagram feels like click this, tag your friends, this kind of thing. But when you get a Young Pueblo little bit of a little nugget, it's like, oh, let me think about that today. I've never thought about it that way. It's also really original, your stuff. And I don't know how you do that because it feels fresh, original, creative, even though it also feels timeless.
Yeah, one of the biggest things that I try to stay true to my virtues is, it's easy to read something and say, oh, and you think you know it. But I really believe, and especially through meditating, it's taught me that you don't really know something until you've deeply experienced it within yourself. So it's one thing to intellectualize something, but to experience an insight within yourself, and it really sort of catalyzes and crystallizes inside of you, then it becomes yours. Otherwise, it's someone else's words. So that's why, yes, these things have been around for thousands of years, but once I really sort of feel them inside myself, then I feel like I then have the right to explore them myself and like, what's my experience in it? What's my experience of doing no harm? What's my experience of, understanding that, we're one and nothing. These things that, they've been around, have been said before, but now I feel like I'm starting to touch them. But at the same time, I'm also growing. So it's really fun to, let people know, yes, I'm putting this thing out there and this is what I may believe now, but hopefully what I believe a year from now is a little deeper and a little different because I'm still growing. I have a lot to learn.